Okay.
Six, five, four, three, two.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. It's your girl, Coach Tashawn, and the mail room. I got a full house today. How y'all
Yeah.
Woo!
doing good. Woo woo.
And then,
What's going on?
That's
What's
my
up? What's up?
song. Hey
Yeah.
Daddy by Usher. Y'all know Usher is my woo.
oh
That should be
boy,
Miss Thing this year.
Yeah,
don't
that
sound right.
little thing can get it, boy.
oh boy,
It don't
oh
sound right.
boy.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all
All
know.
right. All right.
Bang,
Yeah,
bang,
you
bang,
know.
bang,
He,
bang.
he like them older too, so you know he like the older
Oh,
ones now. You
he
know
like them thick too. Now
Yeah.
that's what's that. He like them thick
Oh,
and he
that
like them
baby daddy.
older.
You
So,
see how Mary
He
shut him
sure
down. You see how
See?
Mary shut him down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mary's
Mary
like,
didn't shut him
no.
down. She was like, "No, you
Nah.
ain't. We already under investigation. You ain't about to get
Yeah,
me in
she's like,
trouble." So,
don't start me up.
Exactly.
You
Don't
leave
start
me
me.
alone.
Don't start me up. 'Cause I-
she's like, leave Auntie alone. We, I didn't already did what I was supposed to do. Now leave me alone.
Mhm.
Listen, happy Saturday. It is a liquid Saturday here in the A, but it's still a beautiful day. It is still a beautiful day. It is so good to see you all. I
You said
have
liquid or misty?
no, it's liquid. It's rainy here
Oh.
in the ATL. It's rainy. It is rainy. We have DJ Johnny Prince. What's going on?
Yes. What's going on? What's going on?
Woo, 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 woo. No, how you supposed to say it? Wah, 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 wah.
I gotta get my thing. Let me hook it up
You
right
gotta
quick.
do it. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
I know, right? I know, right?
I don't know how to do it. We got DJ E Smooth. What's
What
going
up,
on?
Doe? What up, Doe? Looking forward to my Lions doing their thing tomorrow. You know?
Okay.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, it better be.
Listen, y'all got a good
Y'all
one.
ain't ready.
It better be.
They
Say
gotta
what?
come
Say
see these Bears. That's all.
Hey man, don't worry about it because we Lions. See, the order is Lions and Tigers, then the Bears.
And then
Oh.
Bears.
We let y'all escape last time. We ain't gonna let that happen this time.
We hungry, bro. We hungry.
See?
We want bear meat now. We bear steak. That's what we look at.
Look at you. We got Mr. Takeover. What's going on, Mr. Takeover?
Not much. Just getting ready to tell y'all what happened to me about this situation.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait.
We
I hope it ain't like it was last week.
Nah. It got something to do with the topic though. So hey.
I still got more to get you at from last week.
So we're going to have a special Mr. Takeover segment. Is that what you're trying to say?
I tell you.
I told you,
boy.
got something to
We
say.
got our honorary co-host Mark B. What's going on?
What's going on, peoples?
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good?
Can't
It's
complain.
always good. I'm always glad to have you on and have you in the house. So thank you so much. And we got our other honorary co-host, Miss Evelyn Whitney. How you doing?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you,
mic.
Evelyn.
She muted.
Come on,
is she
Bestie.
muted? Oh no, your audio messed up.
Yeah.
No.
We trying to hear what you're saying.
Dang, DJ Prince, you messed up coming in. Told her not to call
Right.
nobody else
See, you done
daddy.
messed her up, man.
She got excited for seeing her bestie.
You gotta go off and fix that girl.
So go back through your audio. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to go through her audio.
Yeah, go through her
And
audio
then we
settings.
got Nelson on the ones and twos. How you doing, Nelson?
Nelson.
There you go. We got a full house today. We're going to be talking about this Hey Daddy thing, But before we get into it, the mailroom messages from him with Tashawn and Friends is being sponsored by Swag Her Magazine, Privy Stonecrest, TLC. And listen, if you want to become a sponsor, email me at ygm7671@gmail.com, or I am Trinette L. Collier. Reach out to me and let's make it happen. But listen, we got a full show today. We are talking about do y'all like to be called daddy? The men, the men. Hey, Melanie, we gonna answer this thing. Do y'all like to be called daddy? I know this a term. It's an old term. It ain't nothing new. But how y'all feel about being called daddy and all of that. So we're gonna talk about that plus local news. It's some strange things that's happening, y'all. Some strange things. I ain't never known. Some strange things that's happening, and then plus Will and Jada, Papoose and Remy, Iman
Again?
Shumpert and Tiana. The marriages are, whoo,
Oof.
they going through some things. I wonder if they've been
Tiana,
calling each other daily or
it
what.
might be all right. I mean, I don't
Who
know.
would have thought the most healthy marriage out of all of them would be Will and Jada though? You know what I'm saying? Out of-
You know, for
who would
real.
have thought
Right,
that?
Really, they the most healthiest marriage.
The strong, yep, right now.
right
Wow.
now, the strongest, yeah.
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 Look, Miss Whitney
Papoose
said,
and Remy them. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
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 Seriously, when you because Remy,
it's
I didn't
weird.
think Remy and Papoose would be,
Yeah.
dealing with some stuff. And Tiana them, I didn't think they were, but hey, circumstances change.
I'm
and-
sorry.
Hey,
did you
wait,
say
who's she
T.I.?
married to? Ain't a basketball player?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Iman
Iman
Shumpert.
Shumpert.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Kanye
about
said
that.
my kids gotta call me bro or father or something.
Right.
We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that.
Pops or something.
Evelyn, did you say are you talking, Evelyn?
No, I just confirmed
What?
the sound.
There you go.
Yay!
All right.
So
Hey.
listen, let me reintroduce. So we have our other honorary co-host, Evelyn Whitney. How you doing, Evelyn?
I am well. Thank you so much. I always
All
love
right.
being with you guys.
Yeah, so we
you,
love having
likewise.
you.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Evelyn.
Thank you. Thank you. Likewise. Likewise.
Make me look good, Bessie. Make me look good now. You got me looking
That's right.
crazy
Y'all
out
haven't seen each other in some episodes.
here. Yeah, it's been
Yes.
a long
Been a
time.
while.
It's
Yes.
been a while.
Mhm.
Wow. So it's glad to have everybody in safe and sound. And listen, we getting ready for the holidays. Y'all ready for the holiday season?
No,
And listen,
Yeah.
yeah.
we
I'm-
need to just skip on to next year.
Right.
Right.
Christmas no
Yeah,
more, man.
2020.
No.
Skip over it.
If I could say one little slight cuss word, 2023 can get the hell out of here.
Yeah, get up out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
I am,
It has
Out of
been
here.
I'm looking
it has
forward
been a
to
year.
January 1.
Yeah,
You
me too.
Yeah.
Me
It
too.
has been a year.
Can
But
you,
Yeah.
I got
say
every.
this, can you say this year was worse than the pandemic?
Child.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I think
Yes.
cumulatively, yes. I
Yes.
think cumulatively, yes.
Thank
There
Not,
are-
not in the reference of like people passing. I'm just saying.
No.
No,
Not,
I
not
think
that.
that the pandemic was overwhelming in general, but you want to figure at some point that things are closing up, it's a wrap, it's done, and then you can move past it. This
Mhm.
year has not been that moving past it.
Yeah,
There's
no.
still
right.
lingering. There's
Yeah.
still it's not
It's
so
the
that makes it-
continuation.
Yeah.
exactly. So that makes it kind of worse because it's still going on when you hoped it would be over, when you were ready to be done with it,
Right.
and it's
Yeah.
still there. It's still, and leaving its mark and things of that sort. So that cumulative effect makes
Yeah.
this worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on
Hey,
top of that,
Eldridge from Bahamas. Thank you for
Eldridge.
wow. One of
What's
my
up,
people over
Bahamas?
We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
room over in the Bahamas. That's what I'm talking about. Oh,
late
Yeah.
2022
wait a
is
minute, I
still
need the
lingering.
what you call it, the Caribbean boom. No, that's Jamaica.
The
Boom,
air
boom,
horn.
boom, right? Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
I love me some Bahamas, man. Woo.
Yeah,
I
he
ain't
has
had
a,
that, but I'm looking forward to going. I got to get my
he has a
Bahamas.
great book out about
I love the Bahamas.
how he got his how he went through with it with his MS. He has a great book. It's sad, but it's a great book.
Who? Eldridge.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to have him in. Kyle says, since I've been alive, there was no year worse than 2021. I mean, you know what? And I guess it's all different because for me, the pandemic was, we saved money. We had money in the pocket, you know,
For real.
but that wasn't my worst year. My worst year was 2017. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like Evelyn said, overwhelming, but 2023 was it. I can put it up there with 2017 for me. Like, you know,
2023.
2021.
It was nowhere near Michael Jordan. I don't know why Michael Jordan gave us this year. This is just
no, y'all don't want to talk about the year of Jordan. Y'all don't want to keep talking. It's the year of Jordan. It's the year. I'm like, I ain't even claimed that in the beginning of the year. Everybody talking about the year of the Jordan. Did y'all know what Jordan went through?
George took this year.
Yeah, nah.
He should have retired and played baseball this year.
2021
y'all
was
talking about the year of the
was rough.
Jordan. It's Jordan's year. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Well, 2021, I lost too many people. So
Yeah.
the pandemic was. It seemed like, I think 2020 it was. I liken it to when the AIDS epidemic first hit, where we just
yeah.
didn't know how to stop it or how to contain it, or so it was like anybody could get it. You were afraid that you couldn't go see your family. You know, so 2020 was bad. 2021, we started counting bodies and stuff like that, so that was worse. And then people would be here one week and be gone the next week. So 2023 to me was more of a recovery.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'm feeling, because I don't think we haven't had a chance to bounce back from the pandemic.
We're still healing.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think people
Mentally.
are really understanding that. It's like, we went through 2 years of isolation, the entire world changing, your entire life shifting to something, to the unknown. And now we're expected to jump right back in, get to moving. You know, people are still recovering from, job losses, all of that.
Yeah.
So it is, I think 2023 was like that. Okay, can we just breathe for a moment? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we haven't really had a chance to breathe. But I am thankful. I am so thankful to see 2023. It has been a year of pivoting and shifting, and and I always pray that it's going to be a very great year. When I see 2024, it's going to be a great year regardless. Like January 1, I'm living. It's gonna be a great year. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one.
See, nice from Trenton, New Jersey, in the house.
Jersey in the building.
Jersey in the building.
Jersey in the building.
Wait a minute. What's the accent for Jersey? Is it the jerk? How you do it? I don't know how to do it.
I don't know what they do.
Is it close to New York?
Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Jersey.
Like
I was really hoping not to offend somebody trying that.
I don't know. I love y'all New York, the Jersey. I love the accents. Y'all, it's very distinct. Like we know y'all from the East Coast.
Straight facts, B.
Coast.
See, there you go with that New Yorker.
That
New York. Did you just what you just say, son or B? Which one is
son? Son, what up?
Word, son. Word, son.
Oh, he said a Philly accent. Okay, so it's close to like the Philly accent.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Trenton
Okay.
can be. It's close to Philly accent.
Yeah. So, listen, y'all ready for this topic today?
I don't
No,
know.
not completely.
Well, I asked this question on my Facebook page, and I got over 100.
What's good, Tressa?
Replies.
Okay.
And I'm anxious to see. The responses were different, and I can get with some of them, and some of them I'm like, oh, okay, we shall see. So listen, make sure. What's up, Latressa? Latressa, you still celebrating your birthday? Sheila, what's going on, Brown Knights? So listen, I need y'all to download that 101 TKO radio app so you can get the full experience with the music and all. And I want y'all to come on back, because we're about to get this thing started. I don't know, y'all. I got woo. We about to. I don't know, Nelson. You ready to answer this question?
Nelson, Trinidad Daddy.
You ready? Nelson said he ready, because I want to know, is Daddy, are we supposed to call you Daddy? Do we need to call you Daddy? Should we call you daddies? How are we? I don't know. I'm still struggling with calling daddy.
I think the light skinned daddies are worse than dark skinned daddies.
Here we go.
Let me get my sounds right quick.
Yeah.
You about to open another door. I don't know. I mean, how do y'all? Somebody suggested that I say Poppy.
Poppy.
I just Poppy.
No, that's for the Latino people. That's
Yeah.
You let them have that.
Let them have that. Okay. Tressa says she's not with that, so we shall see. So listen, stay locked and loaded with 101 TKO radio. She said, no daddy for me. We shall see right here live on 101 TKO radio in the mailroom. We'll be right back.
Knocking them out the box, baby.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. That was Black Love by Papoose and Remy. I was just telling Nelson, I didn't think I would see them having issues, but I mean, all marriages go through stuff, but I think theirs is, I think it's some
How you gonna take a great value brand Papoose to in dating? You know what I'm saying? He looked like the same cat. He looked like Papoose light. It looks like if Papoose had like
that, Mark.
He looked like if Papoose had a twin that was malnourished or something like that. It would be him. You know what I'm saying? Like Papoose got all the food and the other dude didn't get all the food when they was growing up. That's what he looked like.
Yo, you crazy.
I'm just saying, you see, they got the same jawline and everything. Like, come on, she got a type. Oh, she definitely got a type.
You got a type.
Oh, she definitely got a type.
Oh, but
But he looked just like Papoose.
Yeah, just like Papoose.
Wow,
it's the same cat.
The other dude.
Oh,
yeah, she's
the one that she's cheating with.
Yeah,
yeah. See, I was careful to not use the cheating word because I don't know the details of their relationship. But whoever she holding hands with right now look just like Papoose. Like you know what I'm saying?
So
What
I
you
wonder
do?
why is that though? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna have to dig into that one
It's a
because I know
thing.
some other folks who would cheat. They cheat with the person that looks similar to the person that they're,
it's a type. It wouldn't matter if it was cheating or not.
Hey, Dr. G.
To move on to the next person, that person will look just like.
Hey, Keisha.
I don't think you're supposed to move on from somebody who held you down while you was in prison. I think you can't do that. Like he kept it tight the whole time.
You gotta go for something. You gotta look for something totally different.
Yeah, let him be like 6'4" and muscle bound or something. You know, something different than
nobody's shorter than
Papoose. Long hair, dreads or something like that. Don't pick the same. Don't go back to the same store. You going to the same store to pick a dude.
Blue light special.
Yeah.
To be honest, and I love it when people say that. It infers that they've been lying up until that point. But no, that's not what I mean. If you think about it, it's healthier to have a similar physical type than the same character type if that character type is toxic.
That's true.
So the idea that they're cheating with people that look kind of like all the same people.
Yeah.
The bigger issue is why are they cheating? Or why are they moving from person to person if each person still resembles something that they're obviously looking for? What's missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna come back and revisit that.
Yeah. He's a rapper
Maybe she
too.
wasn't calling him daddy enough in the bedroom or something. Maybe I don't know.
Pat wasn't with it. Pat like, call me Pappy. Call me Pappy. Don't call me
Pappy.
Yeah, call me Pappy. Don't call me that.
Instead of daddy.
Yeah.
Pappy. Oh, can you imagine being called Pappy?
Like Pat Smear.
Like Pap
That's what I was thinking about.
Gina said it's hard to shop at Neiman Marcus when you use the Dollar Tree. You know what, Dr. G? He said it's hard to shop at Neiman Marcus when you're used to Dollar Tree. You know what?
Man, look. She just got a lesser brand of Papoose. That's what she got. She got the great value brand Papoose.
Okay, so if you're going to almost cheat, you should do it like Jada did. Go from tall Will Smith down to little bitty August guy.
Listen,
I
the
guess
entanglement.
They don't even look the same. So you know what I'm saying?
They don't look the same. They don't.
Basically, they tried to spice it up. Let me switch and see maybe if I can get something out of something else. Pretty much.
Jada spiced it up.
She did. Listen, let's play this clip. Wait a minute. Here we go.
And Daddy then walking away.
Can you buy these for me when you go to the register? Thank you, Daddy.
Huh. What are you doing? What?
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Don't start something you can't finish. You know we in the store. Don't make me act a fool in here.
Listen, that's the question today. I want to know, do y'all men like to be called daddy? Now, this is me personally. This is me. I haven't reached that point where I can call Chef daddy because I still think of Joe Collier, my dad. Rest in peace. Even with him being dead, I still have a hard time. Like, okay, I know he's in the heavens above and he's still watching his little girl being a grown woman. Like, I just cannot get to that. So my question to the men and to the women, but to the men, do y'all like to be called daddy? And I want to know with the women, do y'all like calling your significant other daddy? Mark, gotta say it. Go ahead, Mark. I want to hear this.
Okay, so at first there was this comedian who used to be like, "Don't call me daddy. I'm not your father." Right? So it was funny. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? That is kind of creepy." But then when you hear it don't feel creepy. You know, it feels, you know, at first you're like, "Oh, that's too much." Then when you hear it, oh, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad with you. Yeah. So I feel like I think it does take a level of trust and a level of vulnerability and with your partner and everything like that. If that's something that y'all do, it's a little cringy the way that like Monique do it.
Okay.
Like when she introduced, and this is daddy. That's not the name that your mother and father
Right.
made you. I'm not gonna call him daddy. You can call him that if you want. I want his government name. You know what I mean? So when it gets to that level, it's like, but like when it's in the boom boom room, look. If you're trying to get me to do something, like can you take the trash out there? Oh, let me go get this trash. Hurry up.
Oh, okay. So like a term of endearment type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a real intimate term of endearment. Yeah. No,
okay.
It's good stuff.
Okay.
For me, it was like when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up 20s, 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like you say in the boom boom room, okay. You know, call me daddy. All right, call me daddy. But, you know, as I get older, I mean, you know, I'm like, no, not now.
You said no for you.
No, not now. You know.
Okay.
You know,
DJ Prince.
Man, for me, it depends on where you know who is from, and you know, that's what because you know I've had women call me daddy, but it didn't feel right. It didn't sound right. You know what I mean? It's just some women just don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? I guess it's a way of feel that you know you have to give, you know, for it to feel good. You know, for him.
Yeah. Right.
When my son was young, he had a ringtone. I made a ringtone for him, and it says, "Pick up the phone, daddy. Pick up the phone." Right, that was the ringtone.
Yeah,
but, you know, he was so young. He sounded like a little girl, right? So back when it was younger, nah, don't call me daddy, because I had to. Oh man, it was. I used to hear it as I was. You know what I mean? You called me,
turn the switch,
and I was hearing it. I'm like, oh man, I had to put the phone like, oh god. So when he was younger, don't you know what I mean? Because he's calling me that, but he's old now. He's 22, and I'm like, you could, you know, if you want that's what's up. I'm cool with it. But if you don't, then I understand. I get it too. Either way, you know what I mean. But you know, it just does something, you know, from the right woman, from the way she's doing it, the way she looks, the way she will have, or it just gotta. You know, it all gotta just like work together. You just can't call me that.
She gotta do it right. She gotta
be able to do it right. You know what I mean?
Mr. Takeover, what about you?
Huh?
What you
said?
They say what?
Say I never thought that would be something that would trigger anything or cause anything to happen. And Every once in a while, my wife has said that, like sparingly, and since we was coming to the show this weekend, I the other night said, hey, let daddy do such and such, and then I unlocked the superpower. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You hit the right code.
You right, you hit the right code.
You hit the right.
Yeah. I'm good with it now.
Evelyn, as a woman, when you with your significant other, do you like calling your significant other daddy?
No.
Gotcha.
Point blank, bottom line. That's just how it goes.
No explanation.
Here's
Do not collect $200.
Do not collect Exactly. Tashawn, I'm with you. Daddy is my father. He's passed away. God rest his soul. That's the end of how that goes. I have such an aversion to that concept that there was a guy that I knew whose nickname was Papa, and I couldn't call him that. I'm in the room with everybody and I'm like, hey, Brian, can I get whatever? And people are looking at me like I'm strange because I cannot call this grown man Papa. I cannot call another grown man daddy if he is not my father. That's just how it works in my head. That doesn't, those two things don't equate, because look at it this way. Most of the time when a woman is calling a man daddy who's not really her father, it's sexual.
Yeah.
And
hold that thought. We got to take a quick break. Nelson, what about you? Do you like to be called daddy or papi?
I would say the word daddy, but papi because I'm Latin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they call me that, I'm saying I'm okay with it.
You okay with it? Okay. Listen, we're gonna come back. We got some comments. I got a whole thread of comments here. We're gonna get into this because it's interesting. It's interesting from everybody's perspective and so forth. I don't know. By the end of the show, I might be able to call Chef daddy.
That's what's up, baby.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna convince her, Chef. We're gonna convince her.
I don't know. Hey, let's see. So listen, stay connected. Make sure you have downloaded 101 TKO Radio so you can hear all of the music. But stay locked and loaded. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Knock them out.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. That was Try a Little Tenderness by Chris Brown. Another Christmas classic.
Yeah.
They're begging.
Back when brothers would beg. We don't beg no more. That's why R&B music ain't as good as it used to be.
Man, listen. That's a whole nother subject right there.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing compared to what it used to be.
Listen,
nothing.
I think the brothers need to get back to begging in the music.
You know what I mean? Get our knees, dust the knee off.
Right. Get back to the boys and men and all that begging. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you download that 101 TKO Radio. Today we're talking about, hey, Daddy. Hey, do y'all like to be called Daddy?
Song. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's my dude right there.
It's about to go that means it's about to go down. Right?
About to go down.
Yeah.
So Tressa said, but I guess they like it because feeds into the role of being the provider, head of the house. Melanie said it's a strong no for her. Just Reese said, I'm calling my husband Daddy because that's who he is in our house.
Come on now.
Let's see. Let me go down here. Tib says there has been so many people turned off by this. However, it is used in a sexual way. Kyle said, bro is trying to cite. What did he say? Cite?
That's my son right there, y'all.
Right. Eldred says, yeah, man, we love being called daddy from our women over here in the Bahamas. All right. Listen.
You better book a flight. You better head on over.
And then so some of our responses on the thread. One guy said, ladies, trust and believe that we know that we are not your fathers. Daddy is just a term of endearment and role playing at best. 9 out of 10 men see this as a turn on and at no time has seen you as their daughter. Grown people do grown people ish.
That's right.
He's just saying, some other women say, yep, they like calling their man daddy. Somebody said Poppy. So I guess it depends. So I never looked at it as in a sexual way. For me, it's just been like the whole, my dad. I told y'all from beginning, I understand. I still have a hard time, with my grandmama and all of them in heaven. My mama them, I'm still like, oh, they gonna see me. Like,
yeah.
No,
that's why you can't.
I keep thinking about them.
Like you gonna say that, and they're gonna say, "Huh? Oh."
Right. All I keep thinking is my dear looking down at me now, Sean. Now you know better. Now
you know that ain't me.
You know you wasn't raised like that. So again, Reese says, absolutely not. If you think daddy is about sex, that's a shortcoming. It's about adoration, affection, and love for us. My husband is the father of our children, and I call him daddy and not by his first name. Now, if y'all laying around sexing randomly and calling every man daddy, get counseling.
Yes.
Yep, I said
I agree.
Yeah. Now,
agree.
you calling every man that you sleep with daddy.
Yeah, everybody.
No. And everybody daddy. Yeah, that's something.
That's got a question mark at the end.
You need a hug.
Oh, Mark. Mercy. I heard all that. Wow.
No, I'm just saying, if everybody getting called that.
Yeah.
Right. No, okay.
Like, that's your daddy this week? Like,
yeah.
No. Like, how many daddies you got? Like,
right. A lot.
Like, who does that? So what is it? What is it about this that it turns you all on? That what is it really all about?
It's the tone.
You can't just say, give it to me, daddy. It ain't gonna work like that.
Yeah, no.
How you got?
Can you pass the porridge, daddy? It can't be that.
Wait a minute, did you say porridge?
Porridge, yeah. You can't work it into everything. It's got to be, like you saying normal, like Oh, thank you. I appreciate what you did. And then you're the daddy, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay. All right.
Yeah.
Where the kids at? They okay. All right. That's
Exactly.
it unlocks a little something
Oh,
that you're like, it's go time? No,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the bat
Yeah.
signal.
It's usually
Yeah.
cold, you know. It's usually cold too.
Bad signal.
It's a bad signal. It's cold.
Yeah.
She feeling away, so she looking to get this daddy. Then okay.
Yeah.
Now, one definition, it did say that when women do call their significant others daddies, it is a term of like they see you all as that protector, that provider, you know, that leader and so forth, and they're trusting you. And I can understand that because it's like if that's who your father was to you, you know, you're looking at that person as like, okay, you know what, he can protect me, he's these things and whatnot. And so I guess it is just like the preference of each relationship, you know. Like I said, for me, it wasn't like the whole sexual turnoff thing, but it's just like, you know, I guess when you come into your relationship and you just decide like, okay, who is this man to me? Do you know? Because we do have we have nicknames for each other. Y'all have like nicknames, pet names for your significant others?
Yeah. I call my wife babe.
Babe, yeah.
Deshaun, I know once you start, once you do it, first time you do it, you're gonna notice a change. You're gonna notice something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice something. I'm gonna tell you like
the Hulk gonna come out.
No, I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him, Mark.
You're gonna be like, I can't use that word all the time. I'm gonna have to put that in the back pocket. Something happen every time I use.
You ain't gonna be able to handle that Hulk all the time. I can't call his daddy.
So you know when I
asked my wife, I said, "Babe, would you call me daddy?" She said she almost put me out the house, so I'd never said it again.
Don't you ever ask that question?
She's like,
so you asked her that, and so it's a no for her then.
It's definitely a no for her.
Really? Okay. Because you almost got put out.
You know, I'll say mommy under my breath.
Well, I have a question. What about I know a lot of men call their wives, hey mommy, hey, come here. So what's the difference?
Yeah, that's what I say.
One of the things that I've noticed is that when parents have very young children, they call each other mommy and daddy so that the children recognize who's who. Like, this is mommy and this is daddy. So when the male figure father is speaking, he will say to the mother, mommy, so that the children understand that's who she is. And then she will also do that, and so that the children understand that that's who he is.
Yeah.
And I get that, but when they get old enough, that isn't necessary anymore. Once they've made the connection to this is mommy and this is daddy, they don't need that example per se. And the people, if they prefer, they can continue it just as they prefer, or if they want to switch to other nicknames they have or use their first names, then that's another thing.
Yeah,
That's
what Ree was saying, that when as they were growing up, they called each other mommy and daddy in front of their children. Because when you think about it, if you're calling each other by their first name, your kids are going to call you by your first name, and then that's going to start a whole nother argument. Why y'all call? It's like, that's what you been calling, you know. She did say that I have never called my husband daddy during sex. That's cringy for her. So I guess it really depends on how you use it, or you know.
Can I ask the guys a question?
Come on,
talk to us.
Come on. Yes.
You say repeatedly that when you are called daddy, specifically in those times of intimacy, that it.
Girl, what now? Say it again. You hit your mic, girl. Say it again. You hit your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Come on, say it again.
That's good.
You said that when you are intimate with someone and they call you daddy, it unlocks something. It engages something that you don't ordinarily have access to.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, given the idea that a lot of women, older women especially, a lot of women do assert that position of authority and assert that position of control to her father. If she is then calling you by his title, do you feel like whatever is unlocked is some element of control that she's relinquishing to you?
No. I really don't think it's that deep.
Deep. No, it's not.
I think what we think about is like we've earned that title some way,
Right.
whether it's sexually or whether it's romantically or whatever. I think the mindset isn't like now I'm superior or now I have control. It's more like she's ringing the dinner bell. Like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
You know, because she's not gonna call you that in every setting.
No,
like you all aren't gonna be at a business meeting and daddy, can you please bring out the
exactly.
you know, whatever. No, it's you know, it's more of an intimate thing. And we don't hear it, just for the women that might be thinking, we don't hear it the same when our kids say it versus when our woman says it. It's not the same.
Right.
It doesn't trigger the same thing. When the kids say it, we know they want something. Like, what you want? Yeah, you want. But when mama say it,
she wants
something too. Yeah, she wants something too. And she gonna get it. She gonna get it. Yeah, whatever it is, she gonna get what she.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is.
She gonna get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take over.
I can see where you're coming from with that too, as well, because there are more than likely some women that are taking it in that instance and using it like that because there could be some form of trauma going on there. But I can confidently say that the guys in this room here are not looking at it in the sense of outside of that form of endearment in a sense, but you do have some men that take it to a degree of just overly empowerment and whatnot.
I asked Chef when I was creating a topic, I texted him. I said, hey, I said, do you like to be called daddy? Why he still ain't answered me, right?
You don't know how to answer.
You don't know how to answer.
Because he knows always like that some dissertation with it or something. Like, I'm going to come with the school.
You might think it's a trick question.
Yeah, you're like, all right.
And I guess he'd be like, don't start nothing. Because now, like for me and him, if he calls me by my name, Trinette, that's an insult to me right now, because, and I know, like, wait a minute, why are you calling me Trinette? Like, what's going on? Wait a minute, when we do this, like, and I know
something wrong.
Yeah, that's something. When we start calling each other like first name, Carlton, Trinette, I'm like, oh, that's what we doing today? Okay, Carlton, how about that, Carlton?
I bet you a good daddy will shut that down, though. A good daddy will shut that all the way down.
Exactly.
And then we go back to so we don't call each other our names. Like we call each other like he's my babe, and he'll call me his babe, something like that. But yeah, I guess it just depends on the mood. I don't know. I guess it really depends on the individual person. Because I don't really like now talking to y'all. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, I don't think it's like the whole sexual thing, but I can probably see how it will work in my favor.
Let me tell you something. When he turned green after you call him that, like, oh,
well, you know what? It wasn't that bad when I used to not like it, but yeah.
If you call your man daddy, he gonna walk around the house with the chest poked out.
That's right.
I got it going on.
I think so too, Bree. She said I call my husband's son the Brooklyn way, and bruh, sometimes I think women are digging way too deep, and that's why I wonder. Like sometimes I think we are digging too deep into some of this stuff, because sometimes I do call shit. I'll be like, boy, what's going, and it's a fun, because I don't want it to be stiff or anything like that. But like I said, if he calls me by Trinette and I call him by Carlton, that means, we got to have a meeting, because we don't call each other by our first name now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be like, Carlton, get it together. He'd be like, all right, Trinette. Then you get, I'd be like, oh, so you call me Trinette? What? What? I said, did you just spell out my full name?
That's when the disagreement happens.
So when we look at terms of endearment, sometimes they're honey, they're cookie, their cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
All right.
When we look at these terms of endearment, and they're all sugary, do we think that that's where the term sugar daddy came from? That endearment relationship connection piece?
Hold that thought. When we come back, we're gonna answer that.
Start something. Okay, come on, let's go.
She trying to start something. She trying to tell, listen, y'all better get ready. Stay locked and loaded. We gotta take a quick music break. When we come back, we're gonna answer that. Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy. All right. Live on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back. What, Indy? What? I said, did you just spell out my
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio
Yes,
in the
sir. Yes,
mail
sir.
room. That was Will and Jada. 1,000 kisses.
1,000 of them.
1,000 of them. Y'all didn't even
1,000
know
of
Will
them things.
Jada was on that track, did y'all?
I did not. No.
Who was
Yeah.
on
I was like, wait a minute. What?
Jada. Yep, that was Jada back in the day. I think that was 1996 or 97. Right
She was
around
actually
the
singing?
Before August.
Lil Willie. That's Lil Willie.
That's the original Jada in
But when she had hair.
With the original cheekbones.
when she had the low cut. That was
Okay, I see.
When they were establishing their
That was too
relationship.
soon. That was too soon.
When
The
they were
original
establishing the relationship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, y'all, we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio. We chopping it up today. We having this culture conversation about daddy. And before we get
Right
started,
there.
here are a few business.
Call Chef that and see what happened. Just like that. Say it just like that. See what happened.
You see, don't get me started.
You're gonna flip the table over. You're gonna be
Wait a minute.
It's gonna sound like Mortal Kombat. Get over here.
See, that would be me. I'd be like, boy, stop playing. Get over here, daddy.
No.
You really gonna
Nah,
start?
he ain't coming for real. Nah, he gonna think he in trouble. He in trouble. What I done did now.
It'll come off. It'll be like, boy, so you ain't forget it then. I ain't calling you no daddy no more.
Okay,
How
see,
about
that's
that,
when it
Carlton?
come out.
She get the Stone Cold Steve Austin spear.
Yeah, be like,
Well,
what? You gonna put me through all this? You know I got these 6-inch heels that I can't walk in, and you want what? Man, please, Carlton. What about that?
That is so messed up.
You messed it up for everybody.
Everybody.
Listen, business shout outs. Women Are Dope by I Am Chelsea C. Nina Renee, trademark lawyer. Hair by Tatiana. And Latressa A. Crawford, executive life coach. The Plush Lab, the Power Experience. I Can Beat MS, and DJ Johnny Prince. And if you would like your business shouted out, connect with me, DM me at the mailroom 7671, and let's make it happen. We are the home of the $10 business shout outs. So listen. Daddy! That's what you got to get. So listen, we're having this great conversation, and the views are interesting. And you know, the more I'm talking to you all, it doesn't seem as bad as I pictured it or thought of. I like I said, I don't see it as a sexual like, ooh. I do kind of see what you all are saying. Like I would see that like it gives y'all that kind of like that boost of energy, or not that you don't need the extra confidence, but it's just like, okay, hey, it's
an ego stroke.
Definitely ego
stroke. Strokes the ego.
Yeah.
Like
So Evelyn, you were saying that the sugar daddy. Let's get into this sugar daddy. Ooh.
The candy. The candy.
That's we colloquially take that term to mean a younger woman who's dating an older man for whom she may be providing a little bit more than company while he's paying her rent, buying her clothes and shoes and things like that. But as far as I understand, when women call these men sugar daddy, she knows that there really is no romantic connection there, that they're just entertaining each other for what he gets out of it and for what she gets out of it. And on the provision side of it, he is kind of still doing those things that you generally assert to be what daddies do. Right, exactly. He's being the whole provider thing. Now, historically, yes, the term sugar daddy has been used since the beginning of the 19th century. For the there was a guy, his name was Adolf Beckler or something like that, but he had a sugar fortune. And the woman that he was dating was 24 years younger than he is. And would call him her sugar daddy. It was all about the money. It was all about what he was doing for her. And you know, and that term just kind of graduated through society and has maintained its presence for what it means based on those two people in that relationship.
Oh yeah,
and now they have a sugar daddy for everything. Sugar mama, sugar daddy.
Yeah, sugar mama, sugar daddy. Yeah.
I think the whole
when I couldn't walk, I tried to look for a sugar woman.
Listen.
That's funny. You know, I think the whole either when you add daddy or mama to something that's where it takes on the term of like provision. So when you're talking sugar daddy, the implication is this person is taking care of me in some way.
It ain't sexy.
No, it's not sexy.
Yeah, no.
Young girls will say, you know, I'm looking for a sugar daddy, or I got a sugar daddy, blah 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 blah. And you hear the term when it comes to guys like a sugar mama, but it's usually in jest when we say it, because it's not a whole bunch of women that are out here like paying. You know what I'm saying? So so it's more of a guy thing, because men already come into connections with women knowing that we're going to have to provide something in some way.
You got 80-year-old Kato with you know, putting out, you know.
It's a lot of sugar mamas out here though, bro. For real.
It's becoming more prevalent now.
There are a lot of sugar mamas out here. They call them cougars.
Cougars? Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
But cougars most of the time, they aren't really like paying money.
Yeah,
they're just getting cheeks clapped. You know what I'm saying? Getting the dust knocked off a little bit.
I don't know what cougar you talking about.
Reese says, I see why so many women are single or in bad relationships. Some of y'all are walking new employee manuals. Goodness, loosen up.
I don't know if I get
Listen, so do you think that we are uptight about a lot of this stuff that we, you know, that we
Miss
put
Williams,
too
when your
much
book coming out,
into?
Miss Williams?
Yeah.
What you say?
I do think you got to be kind of in a healed space to be that intimate with somebody.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, if it's a sore spot,
game. It's all funny games, and for you to enjoy it, you have to understand it in that sense.
No dude wants you to be crying calling him daddy. Like that's not sexy right there. You know what I'm saying? Daddy.
I had a bad daddy.
I don't like it.
And that's the part that we always talk about being healed. Like you said, Mark, we have to be in a good.
Oh no, Tashawn. Well, let's keep it going.
There you go. There we go. So yes, Mark, that key word is heal. You do have to be in that heal space, because if not, then these will be triggering for you. You know what I'm saying? Like everything to be triggering. Don't call me sugar daddy, or I ain't sugar daddy. You know, that won't be a fun relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know.
And while we're talking about terms of endearment and how people are motivated and actuated by them, those same notions apply to any term of endearment. It's not just these, but these are the ones that we're speaking specifically about. I know that there are some women who fall out sideways when her man says, "Hey, baby, whatever's going on with you, I got this."
Some women don't like to be called baby. That is true.
You know,
that is true.
It's the same concept of that term of endearment.
Now I did in the very beginning, and I'm assuming it was regional, right? Because my husband, he would call everybody, like he would call women babe, right? Baby or whatnot. But I didn't know it was a northern thing, because when I met his family, they would call everybody baby or babe or whatnot. And I'm like, oh, it must be, you know, regional. And then when I met some other northerners,
you can beat them up.
Yeah,
You said beat him up.
Yeah, I did look the sideways. You know me. I was like, babe, who call me babe?
You know,
baby, what do you? Because I was like, baby. He wouldn't call him babe. It would be like the baby. He'd be like, thank you, baby, or something like that. Baby. Did he just call such and such a baby and whatnot? And then when I heard his mama and his other cousins or whatnot, they were, calling people baby. I said, oh, and then when I heard other strangers, and so I'm like, okay, is this a Midwestern thing or whatnot? So is that true, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do call people baby a lot.
Okay.
What up, baby? What's going on? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could be. Yeah, dudes call each other. Oh, what's going on, baby? How you doing? You'll be at a gas. Yeah, you could be at a gas station, and the attendant there, if she's like a nice kind of people-y person, she'll like, okay, is that all, baby? Like, and that's nothing, But my grandmother was from North Side Chicago. She was kind of prissy, light-skinned little 4'11" woman.
Yeah.
She didn't like my granddaddy to call her baby because that was too common. So he had to call her Cookie. So that's what he called her. But mostly, baby is just a term of endearment.
And so I had to, I was like, oh, it must be like the Midwestern culture thing or whatnot. But I mean, he doesn't go around and be like, hey, baby, this, that, another. But once I start learning the language, I was like, oh, okay. I won't take offense. I won't, slash her tires or whatever.
Thank God for healing.
Thank God for healing.
In the South, that term is hun. In the South, it's hun.
Yeah, hun.
Can I help you, hun? What do you need, hun? Can I get you something, hun? Everything.
Yeah.
That's baby up here.
Sweetie. Like now, I have been told to don't call sweet because I call people sweet in a heartbeat or hun or honey in a heartbeat. And then the people are like, you so old. I be like,
Sweetie is one side, and it can be given in the endearment reference like you're talking about. But when some people cross the line into sweetheart, it's an insult.
Oh, that means something different.
Yeah, there are times where if a guy is talking to a lady and she asks for something that he doesn't want to do, it doesn't matter if she's right or wrong. He just doesn't want to do it, and so he'll say, "Okay, sit down, sweetheart. I got it." Sweetheart is that dismissive thing, and that used to be a term of endearment, but it became something that was not as much as endearing. And just like with all of these, like we were talking about earlier, the idea behind it becomes the application. What are the contexts in which you
don't call me sweet or honey, and I'm checking you. Yeah, some people it is offensive. I don't know. And I guess so now I just be calling people, be like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And I keep it going.
Covering all bases, huh?
Yeah, because I mean nowadays you don't know, because for me as a teacher and then having students, I would quick to call people sweetie or honey or but now I don't know what to call people, so I just stay in my lane. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? But I mean, people who are close
words
to me,
have been messed up. Words have
been so listen.
I have a question when we come back.
Okay, listen, we're gonna take a quick music break, and when we come back, we're gonna ask these questions, and let's talk more about these new terms of endearment, or what are we gonna call folks? We just gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Or
shawty.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. Don't call me shawty.
Bruh, new term of endearment.
Loaded on 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. We'll be right back. To call people sweetie or honey or
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. That is the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by The Temptations. If you don't have that one on your playlist, shame on you. Shame on you.
No, there's the one that you gotta have is that Silent Night.
In my mind.
Yeah. Now, forget Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
when
Right.
That's when it's Christmas.
That's when it's Christmas. The Temptations.
Yeah, that song make me want to be called daddy.
The Temptations, Rudolph.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on,
sit on my lap.
Let me climb up your chimney, baby.
You know what?
Come on, sit on my lap.
Y'all ain't got the Nelson. Y'all ain't got the bruh. The sound. Yeah, I need y'all to get the bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, you need a bruh? Let me get a bruh sound.
Bruh.
What you want dad to get you for Christmas?
You know what? Y'all better put the Temptations. Listen, put the Temptations. When your grandmama done played that, you knew what time it was.
Yep.
Eggnog coming out. Eggnog coming right after
Wait a
that.
minute.
Grandma got that moo on. You know
Oh, look, you know what? Wait a minute. Leroy, can you see this?
Wow.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
You know what? See, now no, I will not play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer around you at all. Okay.
Hey.
Won't do it. I won't do it.
No. Bruh.
Oh, y'all frozen again. It must be storming outside.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Your feet because you ain't called him daddy yet.
Right.
You know what?
You want me to fix it? You gotta call me daddy. That's how you get me to come over and fix it.
Oh man, look at that picture though. That picture is priceless.
It is frozen. Y'all
Screenshot that picture.
Okay, look, we got to keep talking. And hopefully it'll come back. I don't want to hit the refresh, but it'll kick y'all off, right? Oh,
yeah.
It'll kick y'all off.
No.
Oh, it did kick off. Oh my goodness. So can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Okay. Keep it rolling. So Evelyn, you had a question. There y'all are.
Yes, I have a question for you gentlemen.
Come on.
And Nelson too. I want you to chime in on this one as well.
Uh-oh.
Number one, do you know any men who actually hate being called daddy? That's the first question. And the second question is, as a woman who has a natural aversion to the concept, but I see the value in it, in what you all receive from that, what would you offer as a substitute to engage that emotion if a woman isn't willing to call you daddy?
I'll tell you something that works probably as good is maybe king.
King. Okay.
Yeah. That kind of evokes the same kind of thing. Like, oh yeah. Like it's go time? Because you call me king, so that means I gotta, wear my crown and come. I think that maybe probably evokes the same kind of feeling or emotion. Again, like daddy being a term of endearment has to work for the woman. It can't be like I demand to be called that, because then you're like, daddy. It don't sound good. It's not. It don't come off the same. But if you're using it kind of like a cook, like you did so good, I'm gonna call you daddy. Like, okay. Now every time you want me to do something good, I'm gonna be like, can you call me daddy now? Like, so that's kind of the thought process of it. Again, every dude doesn't respond to it. So some guys that might not sound good to them, but a lot of guys it's kind of like that's kind of my reward for doing something well, or for us being at such an intimate space where we can, have our little intimate little jabs at one another before later on when somebody happens it.
What Reese said, no, I
some gonna happen.
She said, "Whoa, wait a minute! Y'all telling women to call you dads? Y'all need to be called daddy to get it up." Whoa, wait.
Oh, yeah, no.
No.
That's
weird.
Calm down now.
No, he was saying the opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Calm down. Yeah.
Mom is just no.
Come on, Miss Williams.
It's something about taking the DY off that makes it sound worse. Like, don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think that's what you were saying. Not if it gets to that point where a man is making you call him daddy and this, that, and that. Yeah.
That's weird. That's
weird. Yeah.
That's cringy. Hey. That's more like a pimp style type of.
That he got issues.
Derek says a woman calling me daddy confirms her relationship experiences are typically with ignorant men. A woman calling me daddy confirms her relationship experiences are typical with ignorant men.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, Derek.
All right, Derek.
How you really feel?
Wow.
Okay.
How you really feel?
So that's a no for Derek. Okay.
That's a no for Derek.
All right.
Well, he definitely does not like to be called that.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like that. Okay. So we know at least one guy who doesn't like that. We know that.
I know one guy that don't like it.
I got a question with that. Because he said that. And it's not for everybody. And again, granted. So is there when you have an offense, because I can see that as being kind of offensive in a sense. Is there something there, Derek, I guess, asks, well, why would you consider a man being ignorant because of that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I see the question. If I understood your question correctly, you're asking to Derek and anyone who feels like him, why do you think that man would be ignorant for the woman to refer to him that way to make her comfortable enough to call somebody else that?
Yeah.
Why are we ignorant?
Because I can sit up here and say my wife has I have never been called that before until I met my wife. And I don't, if she's called anybody else that, I don't know. And
you don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Like once, and like I said, just the other night I was just playing around, and I just unlocked the little cheat code thing. But that's not something that we do on a daily basis. But it for that split moment, it was kind of cool. So now, I'm like, oh, well,
it's not like we
ignorant for me to like something like that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You don't want to call daddy all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one of my questions. That would be one of my questions, as Ree was saying earlier. Are we really so rigid in our relationships where we are taking offense to everything that comes by? Like, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's not like you have to do these things or whatnot. Are we living in a day and age where everything is rigid? And it's offensive.
I would say that whatever rigidity, for the purpose of the discussion, that we are experiencing, it's a response to where things have gotten.
Yeah.
I don't think that people are so wound up in themselves that they can't understand the simple term of endearment, especially if that person is hearing that term from somebody that they don't know. Sweetie, babe, whatever, I'm casual. I just bought this from you. I'm taking this home. You're going your home. I'll never see you again. It's whatever. But because so many people are now more open with the ways that they've been abused with these things, it's become a trigger. So now, wait a minute, don't call me that. Don't call me that because that's a trigger. Don't call me that because this person did that. Don't do that. And that has created the societal response of, okay, I need to not do anything that used to be simple because I might offend somebody because I don't know what they've suffered as a result of this. So I don't think that our rigidity around it is born of our own self-absorption.
Right.
It generates from a response to other people expressing what they've been traumatized by.
Right. Mark, hold your comment. We're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we'll start you off. Live right here on 101 TKO Radio. We're having this culture conversation. I love it. I love it. This is what the mailroom is all about, having good conversation, adult conversation, and so forth. So stay locked and loaded right here on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back.
The society.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. Listen, when this song first came out, me and my boo at that time sitting by the fireplace and you know, just
was you roasting chestnuts on the open fire?
yes, I was, you know, had on my little Santa suit and you know
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
but then life happened. Bump that Boys and Men.
Before we go back into it, I used to love that song too. I used to always wait for snow until I was in basic training in Chicago, and I saw how dangerous and ugly it was, and brown, and people peeing in it and stuff. I have no respect.
LeBron, hush! You just messed up the whole scene.
Bruh.
You just messed up the whole scene. You know, it's supposed to be by the fireplace.
Winners in the Midwest, you know.
Sipping on eggnog
Nope.
and hot chocolate.
December, I was slipping and falling on my butt, sliding
with
down
your boo.
Nope.
See, all y'all Southerners that come up like, ooh, I haven't seen snow in years. You can have it. Okay, you can have it.
Hey,
Mark,
that's why I moved down here. That's
y'all can have that snow.
Wait, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning that you got to go outside. The first thing you got to do is shovel.
When you can't feel your fingers.
Y'all can have that snow. When we had that snowmageddon here in Atlanta,
Y'all had a little frosting. Y'all had a little bit of salt on top of y'all roofs.
The whole state down.
That's right. That's right. We could not. I slept on the highway for 24 hours stuck in that snow.
Somebody dropped the ice cube down in Atlanta and they shut the whole city down. We gotta barrel through 9 feet of snow in order to get to our job.
Listen, you see one snowflake. You see
it can't be late.
Snowflake here in Atlanta. Shutting it down, okay?
Man, I wish we had it like that.
We are back in the studio live on 101 TKO Radio. We are having this very culture conversation. And listen, real quick, this is what the mailroom is all about, having adult conversation with adults so we can bridge the gap, our communication gap between men and women. And I love it when we as adults can come. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to agree with each other or whatnot, but at the same time, you're not going to see us cussing each other out, fussing with each other. We're not doing that here on the mail room. So we love the input. We love the conversation and just know that this is what the mail room is all about. And I thank each and every one of you all for chiming in.
No doubt.
I am learning a lot. And we always keep it light. You know what I'm saying? Life is really too good for us to be so stern and so rigid. Let's have some fun. So we are talking about this daddy term and whatnot. And before we left, Mark had wanted to share something with us.
Yeah, I was just, and this is to the broader conversation, talking about like engagement and communicating. Context matters, and the bad thing about social media is that it's created a mind space where people will take a term or a phrasing, they'll understand the concept, the context that you're using, and they'll still choose to find the offense in it, right? So to circle that back around to daddy, right? You know what we're talking about when we're talking about that. You know that man is under no inkling that you are trying to make him your father. That is not the thought process. And we also know that there are people who will take things too far. Who there'll be a guy who wants you to call him daddy because he has thoughts of pedophilia or something like that.
Yeah.
The mind space that we're in, though, right here in this conversation, we're talking about two adults relating to one another. You know what I mean? So if we keep it in that context and not, expand it to mean every, eventuality or something like that, then we can have just a regular conversation. Nobody's got to be weird, or nobody's got to be, weak, or whatever you want to call it. It's conversation. So lighten that for breath.
Right.
Come on now.
As Reese said, women, especially Black women, are raggedy in their healing journeys. Too many Black women have a history of tossing their panties to the floor like the big joker in a spades game, believing that setting him quick was going to be a man keeper. As a result, are angry and are unhealed and bringing unresolved bags to the new dating relationship building space. Learn how to have sensible conversation. Where's the dilemma? If you don't like using the term daddy when referring to your husband, be clear. And I think that's the gist of it. It's like you be clear about it. Like, it's and it does come from, you have to be healed. And when you're dealing with all of this, because again, if you get triggered by your man calling you, now what he ain't gonna do is call you out your name. Now that's a totally different.
Right.
And if you in that type of relationship, baby
Get
girl,
up out.
it's time for you to exit out, because ain't no man supposed, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't got no business calling you out no vulgar name or whatnot. But if you can't have fun in your relationship and everything is a trigger, or then you don't need to be in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because your relationship is already going to go through so much, and you don't need added stress. You sit up in the house, he called me mama, or he called me sweetie or something, shawty or whatnot, and you over there flipping out. Then what are you in the relationship for?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously,
what are you in got trauma that you ain't dealt with.
Exactly.
Right.
What'd you say, Mark?
That means you have trauma you haven't dealt with. The truth is, whatever I call you as your man, right? If it's something that you don't gravitate towards, that should be a conversation. That shouldn't trigger anger from you. That shouldn't trigger. I would prefer that you call me something different. We live in, to further what I was saying, we live in this space where we got to find the deeper meaning of every single thing that's being said. And look, if you calling me daddy, I know you're not expecting me to, change your diapers. I know that, So let's keep it, let's not make everything so serious. I couldn't see being in a 20, 30, 40 year marriage with somebody who has to inspect every term that I use.
Right. Well, Mark, the thing is we're not having an adult conversation, pretty much. A lot of relationships, the partners are not sitting down. They're first getting angry and just going off. No one is respecting each other's views or points or something. Because again, like we've been saying, that taking myself for instance, hey, I may like being called a particular thing, but she might not feel comfortable for that. And if we sit down and talk about it, she may see why I like you calling me this nickname, and we ain't talking about that, just anything. Or she may give me a good example of the reason why she doesn't feel comfortable. So now I can respect the fact that I'm not going to be called that by her. Right. But we don't want to sit down and have those conversations with each other. Everybody's just quick.
I agree. People are not having just the conversation they need to have. What I mean? Have the conversations, man. I mean, gosh, even conversations are triggering. This is people are trying to feel their way through this thing, man. Now you gotta chill, be still, deal with your ish, man. Then you come out and play a little or whatever, or try to find a significant other. You trying to do this thing unhealed. That's impossible, man. You gotta deal with your stuff, baby.
It's what they see when they grow up too. You know what I'm saying? So what they see in their when they were coming up, between their parents, that's what they see. That's what they figured out. True. It is,
Go ahead,
one of the things that I believe this phenomenon develops from is the culture that now says, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. When people say that, their worst is broken, their worst is unhealed, and they impose that on people and demand that person embrace their brokenness, or they are doing something wrong to them.
Thank you for saying that.
Love me for me. Love me for me. Be broke.
That's not how relationships are supposed to work.
I'm supposed to accept that.
In one of the Sensible Sundays that I post, I said exactly that. You as a person will always have inherent value that does not qualify you to be in a relationship with somebody.
Come on now.
Correct.
Because
Come on.
a relationship is a choice, and nobody owes you that choice to make. You need to be where you can handle a relationship, because your inherent value as a person does not qualify you as a partner.
Right.
And when people understand that, they'll take more serious consideration for their own healed state before they try to impose it on somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
Listen, Bree, you hear that? That's that key word, broken. Like for 2024, I was just telling someone, we're not going to keep this cycle of being broken and unhealed. Like, we're not going to keep talking about being broken, because it's, first of all, there are too many resources out here to help you heal up. Therapists are throwing their programs at you for free. Like, they are offering, you know what I'm saying?
Coaches,
counselors, coaches.
Yeah,
it's too many resources out here for anybody to be unhealed and just broken. And we're not going to keep that cycle. And that's the main reason of the mail room. It is going to be used for healing, because I love being in a relationship. God bless me again to be in a relationship. And I'd be doggone if I'm going to go through again being triggered or, going through just unnecessary BS. You know what I'm saying? Even in the dating sector, like, I don't get it when people keep saying, I get it. There's some clowns out here. I get it. But even in the dating sector, when everybody's talking about there are no good men out here, there are no good black men, no good black women. Well, what the hell is out here then? Like, what
are you good? That's the question.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what is really going on? And because a lot of us are, well, a lot of them are still unhealed. And that's the part that we don't want to acknowledge. There's still some stuff that's going on with you. You're not ready to be in a relationship. If you still are triggered by the way a man is walking or talking or smelling or whatnot, you got some healing to do.
Got some healing to
Sit
do, man.
down.
Yeah.
You don't need a man. Or a man, you don't need a woman.
Exactly.
Heal yourself.
That's the refusal of wanting to address your past. And a lot of healing goes through that, and therapy is more focused on past. And a lot of people don't want to do that because then that brings up stuff that either that they're doing and they're not taking responsibility for it, or it just could be a degree of so much trauma to where it's scary. They don't want to face it, and they just walk on through life pushing forward. That concept of locking it away and forget about it. You can't forget about the past. The past is always going to be there. The past is meant to be the past to build you up, and a lot of people don't use that for it. They run and they're scared of it. So that's a lot of it.
I think a lot of people believe because they're functioning that they're healed.
That they're healed.
And that becomes an issue.
That's
and then you have in particular our community, Black women are kind of told that you come prepackaged, ready for marriage, ready for relationship. You don't have to work on anything. I put up a post the other day, yesterday, that was asking if men have to earn your submission and your softness, what do you have to do to earn protection and provision? And most of the women that responded, well, not most of, a lot of the women that responded said that, well, women don't have to earn that. That's something that men should give naturally. And even as intelligent as the people sounded, I had to let them know it was ridiculous, because you're walking around and you believe that you don't have work to do in order to merge your life with another person's life.
Right.
Men have to, every man has to do some level of work, whether he's in a very good space or whether he's in a bad space, to merge his whole life with all his experiences with yours and all of your experiences. There's work that he has to do, and there has to be work that you have to do. And I can only attribute that to the programming that our women are getting, that you are the prize, and there's nothing that you need to do in order to work. If there's a flaw, it's because that man didn't bring out the right thing in you. So you you just move on to somebody else who can bring out the proper softness in you, instead of saying, hey, I have an issue that I need to work on and I need to get my mindset or my attitude together. I think like those are issues that we're combating when we're talking about being open and vulnerable. And maybe if we did, then calling somebody daddy wouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
It would feel intimate, you know?
Right. Hold that thought. We gotta take a quick music break. Reset. Who is the guy that's speaking right now? Give him a medal. That is our very Mark B. Mark B. Listen, we're gonna come back and finish this culture conversation live right here on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. We bringing it to y'all today. Y'all better download that app. You don't want to miss out. Listen, this is a preview of what's gonna happen in 2024. I told you I'm bringing it up to here. I'm printing it up, y'all. So stay connected right here, lock and loaded. 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. We'll be right back.
You just move on to somebody else who can bring.
Mute yourself, Evelyn.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. That is another Christmas classic. I saw Mommy kissing Santa.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room off that song?
Don't tell me you triggered by the song.
No, but it is sad that we are out here promoting cheating, because Santa Claus was cheating with everybody, Mom.
Man.
You know what?
Santa's getting all the cookies on
right. All
the cookies.
And the
milk.
We got all y'all cookies.
They're white
And drinking all the milk.
All the milk
and all the cookies.
Exactly.
Just getting the Oreos,
Mhm.
all of it.
Santa was a bad boy.
The Chip Ahoys, everything.
All the kids that got cold, they realized Santa Claus wasn't daddy, and they beat him up.
Wow.
Mama can't wait till Christmas. Can't wait.
I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus last night by the Jackson 5. Listen, are y'all ready for some dancing?
Ooh.
Y'all ready? Y'all know what's coming up, right?
Let's get it.
We're counting down 3 minutes to the noonday myth. But I just need to know because we got this energy going in today.
That's right.
Y'all ready for some dancing?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Make it right.
That didn't sound too good. Are y'all ready?
We ready, baby.
Let's get it.
Let me read these last few comments. Eldridge said that the red flag is to just move on. Those are the red flags that we were talking about prior. Let's see. Derek says we're in a culture of going with half truth, and healing requires accepting all truth, not just the truth that gets one sympathy, empathy, and pity. Unpleasant experiences are required to forge the greatest version of self. It's not healing, it's mutating into a specimen best suited to survive future possibilities. Free ways stay stagnant or keep shedding the layers to make room for growth. All right, Derek. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
One of the things that I've noticed about discussions like this is that when there is definitely the presence of mind that some women show up to a relationship and saying, you just take me as I am because I'm already ready. I've heard the other side of that as well, where men have complained that women have complained that men have said, what you get is what you get. I'm not doing anything more. I'm not doing anything less. So that healing notion that we're talking about, I've seen it accused that more women have to heal than men. I've seen it accused that more men have to heal than women. Healing is an individual journey that all of us have through something. If it's not traumatic heartbreak, it's traumatic loss. If it's not traumatic heartbreak or loss, it's traumatic experiences that you grow up through. Right. And as we relate to each other, I believe that we've lost the ability to be objective. Everything is always taken personally. Nobody is saying whatever they're saying just to be general. It's an attack. Right. And that makes people defensive when they don't need to be. And that furthers their problems with anxiety, which is more trauma that they then need to heal from, but that they won't, because if you don't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So we have a big mess that the purpose of these conversations is to try and unravel. It's one of the reasons that I'm so thrilled to be with you guys every time that I have a chance to share, because somebody needs to hear this. Even if they're not hearing it right now as we're watching, they're hearing it later when it comes back on, when they replay it on YouTube and every other medium, every other platform. These messages need to get out. There's simple things that we think are simple that some people have never heard before.
Right.
And, thank you, baby.
And I was just telling Nelson, like, we're not doing this in 2024. Like, we're not going to continue this cycle of unhealed and broken conversations. Like, it is time to move forward. You know, and it's sad. It saddens me. However, I've also found myself as a coach, I can't service those people anymore. You know, it's like you have to want to heal. You're going to have to want to keep it moving. You know, like you said, most of us have suffered traumatic experiences. You know, if it wasn't in your childhood, a lot of my traumatic experiences came as a young adult in college. You know what I'm saying? That I chose to move forward. I chose to get help, and you have to seek that help, and you have to want it. So, and that's the purpose of the mailroom. We're not going to we're not. When we had our team meetings, what was the first thing I said? We're not going to continue the gender wars. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do it. So listen.
That's why I don't preface statements. You heard what I said.
Right, exactly.
I didn't stop.
You exactly.
And,
right.
And if you choose to be offended by it, you're choosing to be offended
That's
by
right.
it. I'm never coming to somebody trying to offend.
That's right.
That's it. That's
and
it.
Like Mark said, I think that's what's going on with a lot of people, especially on these apps and social media in general. People are generalizing one thing and then they're just expounding on that one thing and they're making it seem like that's the whole concept of what the person was saying. And I don't think it's fair to the person that said it.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's get it popping with the DJ Johnny Prince's Noonday Mix. Look at Mark getting ready. There you go, getting ready. You're on camera. Make sure you download the 101 TKO radio app so you can hear the music. Nelson, you ready? Turn it up, Nelson. Here we go. DJ Johnny Prince Noonday Mix. Let's go.
Knock them out, baby.
We're going to do this. We're not. And we are back, you guys, live on 101 TKO Radio. Listen, DJ.
Yeah, man.
That was a vibe. That was a roller skate
vibe.
Yes.
Boy, have me up there doing the schoolcraft on it, man.
You know, like, so this is what you're gonna be doing for 2024. This
Yeah,
what
man.
Yes.
That's what's up.
You
Man,
showing
that was
out
classic,
in
bro. Classic.
yeah.
We get
In my
vibes,
head,
man.
I'm skating.
Yeah.
I'm skating. My roller skate's been sitting there like when you do your Thursday nights. They be sitting on they sit next to the couch with me. You know, I put them on and I'm roller skating around in the house, but then you know,
okay.
I almost slipped up last time. And
man.
Don't fall now.
Don't fall, please. Yeah, don't fall. But
thank
y'all for
you
liking that.
so much,
Thank y'all.
DJ
It's a vibe, baby. It's a vibe,
New
man.
Day Mix. Listen,
That was
you
dope,
did
bro.
that.
That was dope. Real dope.
Thank you.
Y'all did that. Listen, we are live back in the studio, 101 TKO Radio. Listen, this conversation today, it has been phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna shift gear. I'm gonna read this comment and then I'm gonna shift gears real quick with some local news. Derek says, and I want y'all to all marinate and let's talk about this comment. Being offended is a confession of low comprehension, usually due to not having the knowledge necessary to defend self. Verbal abuse is only as strong as the victim's ability to verbally defend. To be fair, a great lasting relationship requires a fist fight to grow, or at least a tussle of dominance. Hold your thoughts. I want to.
Make us on the last one, please. Thank you.
I want to hold. Let me shift gears to the local news real quick.
Okay.
As we're talking about, so listen, y'all know that the little young girl, 26-year-old, tried to burn down Dr. King's house,
yeah,
right?
I saw that. It's crazy.
Yeah, she just so happened to be a black woman.
Yeah.
Who's her mama now? That's what I want to know. Who's her people?
Why?
Yeah, and she was in the military. So of course they're saying that, you know, her dad, who supposed to be her dad, said that she was having a mental breakdown. And they had been looking for being in the military. I just want to know, like, now one of my questions has always been like, why is it accessible? Like, why isn't there like gates around it and so forth? Because she was on that front porch pouring that gasoline, you know. But then, you know, I have a brow up because of like there were two
white dudes,
undercover NYPD officers there.
I think the one dude was light skinned.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. The whole thing is weird because I don't remember anybody, as long as I've been here, trying to burn down his home. I can't remember. But that was very.
You think
bold.
it might be a stage? You think it might be staged?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't remember now, as long as I've been here, that anything like that has taken place. Like
now,
and she was bold. With it.
She was bold. Now I've heard where there are certain states now that they need, like Philly, like there's a lot of states that need there are short cops, and there's states that other states, maybe that's why we see New York cops down here, because you know they even rented them or whatever. Like I've known other cops from other states come to other states.
Right.
But I've only seen that in neighboring states. I've never seen that 700, 800 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something different. That's something different. You know what I mean? But I
and maybe I'm reading too much into it. I just don't remember. Have you, Nelson, remember anybody trying to burn down his home? As long as I've been here, I haven't.
I think so. I think I've heard that before. I heard
but not this bold. Like, you know, there's cameras around. Like, she is literally in the daytime pouring gasoline on, you know.
Somebody just so happened to have their phone.
Right. Yeah. And you're asking questions like, what are you doing? Like,
I'm burning down Martin Luther King's house.
I don't know. I'm praying that
that's crazy,
that she gets help, and, you know, whatever is going on, like, I don't know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm not I'm not gonna say it's the conspiracy theories. I'm not that. It's just that I just don't remember anything like this happening since I've been here since 1991. Like, because it's. Go ahead,
I was
Marcus.
just gonna say, unfortunately, we live in this is one of the other, illnesses of social media.
Yep.
Where people will do stuff just to get clicks. Remember the chick back about 10, 15 years ago who was twerking on Martin Luther King's grave?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. Now, there's always been self-hating black people, since slavery times. But there used to be certain levels that we wouldn't go to. I can't put nothing past. I can't say that she's mentally ill. I don't know.
Yeah,
she might be, but I can't put it past people who just want to be, like they say, if you can't be famous, be infamous.
IG famous.
Yeah. I am definitely going to pray for her as well. We say I definitely, because there is something that's wrong for you to, you literally are in broad daylight wanting to burn, a home down. And then again, I don't know what the trigger and for me, military, when they said military, I'm like definitely praying for, because again, I hate the way they do our military, do not give them the proper mental health care. So I'm definitely praying for her. In the other local news, while we're talking about this daddy and intimacy thing, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis cases on the rise here in Georgia.
Oh, I thought you were naming some more people.
Gonorrhea, I know her. Don't she work at does she work at the Walmart down?
DJ, you got to get that clip. You got to get that clip.
Which one?
The one
what Ellen just said. She thought it was some people. Well, shoot.
Syphilis.
Sexy Red got her
gonorrhea. Whatever.
Gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis.
That's what I thought of instantly. That's where my mind went.
Oh my God!
Here in Georgia,
Atlanta, because Atlanta's a whole state by itself. You should just
it says Georgia. Don't try to single Atlanta out.
You know what they're talking about when they say Georgia. You know what they're talking about when they say Georgia. It's centered in one little area.
That includes Albany as well. It ain't
the disease capital of the United States is Atlanta, Georgia.
It's Atlanta, Georgia.
That's why they got the CDC right now.
They're like, let's put it in the center of Atlanta. So
I didn't even know how to spell gonorrhea. I didn't know how to spell none of this stuff. I was like, shoot, let me go look at it, because I'm like, wow, it's back on the rise.
Yeah.
Like, are we afraid of it? We're not afraid of these. I mean, back in the day, y'all remember we used to be afraid of this stuff.
They're not even scared of AIDS no more.
Right. Like, they're not scared of AIDS. Like, HIV, none of that.
Pill.
Like,
they got a pill to put it to sleep, so they ain't worried.
Yeah, that's good. So they don't care nothing about it now. They probably happy about it.
Wow, I was like, gonorrhea, all of that is back on the rise. Like, so we just not practicing safe sex anymore?
We're not.
Like,
No.
The whole pandemic thing just shot it all out the door.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand why they sell condoms anymore.
Why they what?
You say what?
I don't know why they sell condoms.
Somebody gotta care.
Still use it
outside of Atlanta. People still use those.
You don't stay out of Atlanta.
But he's saying,
I was saying.
Why they still sell them here? So
condom sales are down in Atlanta right now.
Because when I go to the store, them shelves still be full. I'd be like, well, no, they're still full. I was like,
do come off every morning, be like, knock the dust off the condom.
Hey,
dust off the condom.
It's hookup.
We're not educated, because I'm like, I still educate my nieces and nephews. I'm like, yo, I don't care what these streets are telling you.
You got that paper going out in school, and a lot of parents are not signing it for sex education, which I don't even know what is the sex education lesson now? Because I know back when I was in
wear a condom. That's the sex education.
They show everything.
People start getting offended.
No, the education now is that girls could be guys.
And literally,
and guys can be girls.
Parents were being it was
guys can be girls,
right?
To show your daughters or your sons the pictures of diseases. So you know.
Well, after their third kid, shouldn't they take that class? Are you okay? I mean, I don't want nobody teaching my kid nothing about sex education. I'm gonna just watch my grandbabies over here.
That's right.
Because they learn everything on YouTube, on Instagram. They learn all that.
It's hookup culture. It's how it's hookup culture. It's how everybody wants to get together, and sex is the only thing they get together for. They have a conversation. Okay, I'm going to meet you here. I'm going to meet you here. Where are we going to go to have our moment? That's all it is. The undermining of the sanctity of relationships is party favor now. You know, so I'm not surprised at all that sexually transmitted diseases and infections are on the rise. Look at how people are looking for their connections. You know, you show up, you have sex, then you leave. You show up, you have sex with that person, and they leave. And when I was little, they used to do this exponent thing. You know, if you have sex with one person, but that one person has had sex with 10 people, and those 10 people have each had sex with a different 10 people, that's 1,000 people that theoretically you've slept with. And nobody even cares about that now. And
not at all.
When we were little and they told us that, we're thinking about any number 57.
Wait, you know,
and he's tricking it all down through everybody else. And then number 32 catches it, and then she gives it to her boyfriend. And now nobody even cares about that kind of stuff anymore.
It don't. You were afraid to have to go to the neighborhood clinic. That free clinic. If you walked up in there, you were ashamed. You had on your hoodie for real.
Now it's a reunion. You see all your people. Hey,
exactly.
Sheila,
That was one of the worst experience I've had, because the lady looking at me and it's like, "What you here for?" I said, "I need to take a test." You know, my wife told me I had to come and get the shot and whatnot. Well, you should have wore a condom. I'm like, why am I wearing a condom with my wife? I ain't know my wife was gonna go out and cheat.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a shame going to the health department. But Derek, you know, I tried to answer Derek little thing. I was trying to put everything on Atlanta, then he go and throw our city, you know. So,
so an STD increase when more started going to job. I am not going to touch that because a lot of
get them alphabet folks after him. Alphabet folks gonna come for you.
Because a lot of it is heterosexual you know, relationships. Let's keep it real, you know. And as we say, it's a shame we're no longer educating heavily on STDs because we're too busy talking about the LGBT. And that is true. We stopped, you know, because we were like, oh, you can get it. No, it's heterosexual relationships because we just figured like, oh, the attention is off of us. No, it's not. We still got to be protected. Like we're
one of them's heterosexual.
Also, right, Mark. Exactly. Mark must have been reading my mind.
What'd you say, Mark?
I saw where you was going.
Yeah, because he was making the point.
Repeat it.
Yeah. The train of thought was that heterosexual people have stopped focusing on STD and STI education because of the LGBTQ community and the rise in diseases there. But the premise that Mark and I were thinking on the same wavelength about was there are bisexual experimenting men who bring that to females, who bring that to
true.
Women. And those heterosexual relationships are also the ones that are contributing to the higher disease counts. It's not just man to man. It's not just man to woman, woman to man themselves. It's when the women bring in other women or the men bring in other men and then take that back to their heterosexual relationship.
Wrong hole, bro.
So
wrong hole.
That's just like
on that note, we're gonna take a quick music break. We're gonna take a quick music break.
Wrong hole.
We'll be right back.
Wrong hole.
Mercy. Oh my goodness.
And we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio and the mail room.
Yeah.
That was Missy Elliott, Lose Control, another classic.
Daddy song.
Yes.
Listen,
You saw he
this
said
show has been phenomenal. Oh my goodness. We have had some culture conversation today.
Yeah.
Today. Evelyn, you said you had a follow-up.
Yes, teeny question. Earlier we had made the point that any term of endearment needs to be approved between the two people relating, and we accept that. Specifically with daddy, there are some women that won't and some women that don't, some men that don't look for it either way. But for the men who do, and they're meeting and dating a woman who isn't interested in that, I'd ask for some ideas, suggestions of what a different term might be that would evoke that same emotion. And I got just one. So I wanted to throw that back out there and get some more ideas for how that emotion can be invoked without calling somebody daddy.
Because Mark
say my name, my name.
Yeah, if you could, you know, for me, I guess your name in a softer tone, in a you know, in a, like, you know, it's
more
in a tone of how you more affectionate,
Tone matters,
more softer. Tone matters. Tone matters on how you say a man's name. If you you know, if you're in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can you baby. Oh, baby.
Exactly.
Come on, Nick. You know, all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Say my name though.
So it's the tone.
Right. I got it.
Tone is what make you, you know, make a brother like, you know, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where you get the Barry White stuff on, you know.
Yeah.
It's
so
a touch to me.
the soft side of us need to be present.
Seduce your man.
It's a touch.
I mean, like seduce your man. Say things in a seductive way. Tap into that side of you and see what happens how your man responds. Like you don't have to be like, Mark, come here. You know, like
right.
You know, just the tone matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you speak to your man.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting. I mean, that's good to know.
Nelson, I asked to hear specifically from you because I think I ran you over earlier and I didn't mean to. So I want to make sure that I get your opinion on this too.
She rang you over with some firestones.
Hey, I'm sorry. What was the question again?
If a woman does not want to use the term daddy, what could a guy receive from her to evoke that same emotion that the term daddy would?
Well, first for me, you know what I'm saying, I don't want no one to call me daddy. You know what I'm saying? Just the word that now, you know what I'm saying, if they call me Poppy, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't want to use it, I mean, you know what I'm saying, just the affection. I mean, you know, just showing and you know, so it could be just you know what I'm saying, because I'm a feeler, so you know what I'm saying, I enjoy, you know what I'm saying, they just holding me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not holding like consoling me, but you know what I'm saying, just touching and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
They don't necessarily have to say the word for me.
Yeah.
Now, I do enjoy it though.
Right.
Don't be mistaken.
He put it in there.
Don't
He
be
does enjoy it, ladies.
If you saying it, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say stop.
Right. I'm not gonna refuse it now.
But when I turn green, though,
you heard that? He said, knowing him, he will make them say it.
Oh,
all right, that's a Latin, you know.
Hey, I'm Latin too, baby.
Come on, girl, let me hear that
Latin men and stuff be doing. They're gonna make you say it.
I'm Dominican. That's Darcy Dominican.
But that's a good question. That is a good question. Dara says, if she doesn't give you a special nickname, she's limiting her vocabulary to appeal to multiple partners.
Somebody give Derek a hug. Somebody.
I don't need a hug. To the opinion. Hey, KJ! KJ! Playbook Investments. What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all are following KJ and Playbook Investments. Oh my goodness, they are doing their thing. We can't wait to have you back on the show, KJ. So I will be contacting you so we can get you back in for the 2024. So
thank y'all for tuning in, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. Derek, you said if she doesn't give you a special nickname, she's limiting her vocabulary to appeal to multiple partners.
See, okay,
Derek is trying to see if he got y'all sneak number. Like, so are you saying
y'all quit hurting Derek, okay? Ladies, y'all stop hurting Derek. Derek is a good guy out here trying to do his thing.
To be 100% transparent right now, I have seen guys do this more than any woman has ever. They will call a woman honey, baby, sugar, whatever, because he does not remember her name. Honey, baby,
That's 100% true.
That's me. That's
100% true.
That's me.
That is 100% true.
What you say, baby?
So now, Derek's trying to say that's what women are doing, that she won't give him a specific nickname for multiple partners.
I'm bad with names, baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names.
So you gonna call every woman honey, sugar?
That is the problem I'm having. Some of the women I've been with, they don't like that. So I had to stop. Like saying everybody, baby, hey, what's up, baby? What's going on with you? You good, baby? And that trend, now I'm calling other women the same thing. Hey, what's up, baby? You good? And they're like, nah. So I'm calling other women baby. I'm like, oh, all right. I ain't my baby. You my baby. You my baby.
If women do that, they got the game from us. Like we learn to do that because we're the hunters. We're the ones that's going out trying to get every piece of tail we can get. So sometimes those numbers run up and you be forgetting the name. Like, hey, baby, how you doing? What's your name?
Body count.
Listen, that's the title of one of the upcoming shows for 2024. This body count.
I just did.
Body count. I really want to know, does it matter? Like, that is a show topic. So I am expecting.
Well, I can't wait.
My honorary.
If you want to, you can parallel that with size. Does size matter? Does body count?
We don't got to get into that. Don't worry about that.
Hey, let me tell you.
Hey, bestie.
Because I've been hearing some conversations from these women talking about size and girth and body. And I'm just like, yo, like, and y'all, I don't know. So we definitely gonna be talking about that in 2024 because I think I'll save it for 2024 on that.
Right now.
Don't give it all back.
No, because that's Nelson and I gotta go home. Nelson said he's sleeping.
And it ran through the whole week. Saturday come, you want to?
Can I just sprinkle like half a little bit on this? And
yeah. Give us a preview.
Just a quick preview while we're thinking about it. When a guy asks a woman, is he the best she's had? Is she talking about the strength of his performance or the consistency?
Ooh. I don't ask those questions.
That's it.
Me either. I don't
ask them questions. No. I don't put my ego up for
me.
Like
I don't never put my ego up there.
No. You ain't gonna ruin my Christmas. No. I don't need to know that information.
I'll just bring the towel out and they'll let me know how much coming out. They'll let me know.
Just tell me I'm good. That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know.
Was you satisfied?
More or less.
Have me crying going into the new year.
Right,
there are absolutely guys who ask
with their journals writing.
My wife's
really matter. I don't know.
I'll be a sad sack for 2024.
On the mailroom, they said that the size really does matter. Then let me go to the enhancement place. They popping up. They got some specials for the holidays. I'm just telling the men, like they literally do. Like I saw
transplants.
Some specials, and I'm just like, so are men really doing it? So
Atlanta is really different than
It's a whole entity, bro.
Man, when you come down here to Atlanta,
I'm scared now. I was gonna come visit. I don't know if I want to come. Man, I'm just like,
Atlanta's a whole different breed.
Man.
What'd you say, East Moon?
He won't go back the same if he comes
He
down
won't.
here. Your parents
Come back up there. Did y'all know they got penis enhancements down there? I'm coming back telling.
Enhancement, yo.
The men are getting their lipo done, all of the enhancements, all of this.
Hey,
I'm not with
We
it.
ain't that progressive in the Midwest. We still some cavemen up here, man. That's
y'all just not
we don't even.
back some.
It's hard to get us to wash our hands up here. That's
you know what?
Yo.
We ain't getting no lipo. That's
we ain't getting no lipo. We ain't getting no extensions. We ain't getting none of that, man. We put work in.
No.
Yo, when I tell y'all,
when we say take us as we are.
Exactly. Take us as we are.
Because
I'm not
Atlanta, this new Atlanta thing, yo, I'm so serious. They are doing.
Man, could y'all even deal with a man who ain't there?
Right.
That's a good question.
Good question, because it's not just gay men who are getting these enhancements and so forth. It's the straight men, heterosexual men that are getting these enhancements and so forth. So
are they straight though?
I mean, I have seen a couple of wife couples on these interviews that the men are getting their enhancements done.
I don't know about a straight man. I don't know if a straight man getting a.
Why would they not be? If there's a woman who will have her breasts enlarged because the man takes pleasure in that, why couldn't a straight man get his package enlarged if his woman needs that?
Take me as I am.
We can, but I think like
save it for the show.
We about to go into
That's a good observation, because if we could get breast implants or reductions or BBLs and so forth, are y'all entitled to get the enhancement as men? Because I'm seeing a lot of black men do this. Like,
would you deal with a man who got an enhancement? Oh my God!
At one time, all I saw were white men doing it, right? But now there are a lot of black men. When you go into these IGs and they're the body sculpture, and the black men are going in for their 360s, the penis enhancements and so forth like this. And
that's because they got a larger body count.
We still got dirt on our nails up here, man.
I'm telling you, Atlanta's a different breed.
Yeah. We still got grease on our knuckles up here, man. I don't know nothing about that.
That's what it is. A man got an extra 6 inches. He trying to smash everything walking.
That's why you ain't gonna be the only one.
Exactly.
He gonna be a problem out in these streets.
He gonna be a problem.
He go from 3 to 6, or from 6 to 9. You ain't gonna be the only one he taking down.
No.
Watch out for your mama, your sisters, your cousins.
Your mama gonna get it too.
All of them.
Listen, we gotta take our last music break. When we come back, we gonna wrap this thing up. Y'all gonna let us know what's going on. Listen, the show will be, that might be the top of the year show, y'all, because it's Happy New Year. Boom! I'm coming out like Woody. Here I am. Got your procedure done over Christmas break. You ready for the new year? We'll be right back on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. That is the classic of all this Christmas, the original Donny Hathaway, and one of my favorite songs, the original. And I think, Mark, you shared with us that a woman in Chicago wrote that for him.
Yeah, a postal worker in Chicago actually wrote it. So
wow,
that's dope.
I love that song. It always puts me in that
this Christmas is definitely gonna be a Merry Christmas for her.
Hell yeah.
Right. So listen, we're about to wrap this thing up, y'all. It has
Daddy song.
a very,
hey man,
very.
I'm gonna have a thought every time I hear that song now.
That's right.
Exactly.
Listen. Before we get out here, tell us what's going on with you, how we can support you and find you, Mr. Takeover. What's going on with you?
Well, tonight, me and the missus have a good episode at 9 o'clock. You can watch us live recording on YouTube on the Sofa Pillow Talk on YouTube, or you can catch it on Wednesday on all podcast platforms. And the title is "Are Relationships in Danger?"
Okay, we will be tuning. That's tonight at 9, right?
Night at 9.
All right.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark B, what you got going on coming up?
I will be doing more videos and blogging and stuff like that. You can catch me on Facebook, Mark Brooks Sr., or on Instagram, BMarkB. X now. It used to be Twitter. X.
Right.
Same thing. I'll be making my opinion known even more so in 2024.
No doubt.
I'm so glad to see you. Yes, because Mark, you are intelligent. I love your content and so forth. So we're happy for you. You have our support, and of course, he'll be on here time to time as our guest honoree. So thank you so much, Miss Evelyn. What you got going on coming up?
Yes, next weekend I will be one of the featured authors in a Jingle Bells Christmas event.
Okay.
Dope.
Who are streaming their book content and sharing information about what they've written about for their various stories. And my segment will be Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time. And I'll be able to be viewed through Facebook, Evelyn Whitney Books. And you can follow me in general at the same page, as well as IG and X at E Whitney Books, and my YouTube channel, Evelyn Whitney.
All right.
Awesome. You two will. We're so glad to have you on as one of our honorary co-hosts, and make sure you tag us, the mailroom, so we can support that event and support you. Good, great job. DJ E Smooth, what you got going on or coming up?
Let me see. This weekend, today, we can be doing a lot of watching TV. So I'm gonna be definitely watching a whole lot of Christmas movies, and how I'm not gonna charge a credit card to pay for these doggone gifts. So
I hear that.
You can catch me definitely doing some funny kind of crap on Instagram at DJ E Smooth. That's SMUVE, not the OOVE, because that's my man E Smooth in house music from Brooklyn back in the day.
Okay.
So it's ESMUVE.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
Appreciate that, because I sometimes I write the SMOO. So I'm glad you corrected. Gotcha. DJ Johnny Prince.
I got the new podcast called Be Clear Alert. Focuses on entrepreneurs and the indie music artists. Mainly just who is the person behind the business, who is the person behind the music. That's what it mainly is. So I think that's important, for people to know who you are. You know what I mean? Not just what you have to offer. Who are you though? So look out for that. All y'all on the panel are definitely going to be hitting y'all up. We're going to interview y'all, and I can't wait to roll that out. So that's what's going on. Be Clear Alert. Follow me everywhere. Be Clear Alert podcast everywhere except Facebook.
All right. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. Nelson, what you got going on coming up?
Well, for myself, just gonna be relaxing this week.
Yeah, you hear that?
You know, saying everything.
He was out last night.
Yeah,
right.
Man, time you came in just now. Into the studio. Oh, I gotta get to Sean on. Better go home.
Everything 101 TKO Radio. We definitely now preparing for our first annual Ugly Sweater.
Yeah.
Event that we're going to be doing on the 22nd. So more details will be coming out.
Yeah. And 101 is moving and shaking. And again, if y'all have not downloaded that app, y'all, shame on you. It's free. It is out here, and a lot of things are popping for 2024. As far as me, I am wrapping up this season. I got some good news, y'all. I can't share all of it just yet. But Chef did say he got his ticket. Yeah. You know, I am excited about that. And so forth. His project, it finally went through. So for those who didn't know, he's been working on his house and rehabbing, and my baby did that. I'm calling him Chef Carpenter.
That's right.
Word of advice.
So it's been a journey for us. So we just excited about the next move. So hopefully, prayerfully, by Christmas time, he will have his tenant in and so forth. But and some other good things happening for TMR for 2024. Just shifting the atmosphere, the environment. Like I said, this platform is my baby, and I am thankful for that. We can bring the positive, the culture conversation, the adult conversation. This is what it's all about. You know, like I said, we may not agree, and it's okay. We don't even have to disagree to agree. It's your opinions. It's our opinions. You know what I'm saying? And we can come together. We can bridge that communication gap. You don't, and if y'all been following TMR, and this is my 5th year anniversary. 5 years ago, I started TMR.
Congratulations, baby.
Yes, and DJ Johnny Prince has been there from day one, you know. And
anniversary, JP.
Yeah, my first show, I was like, I don't know what to say. He was like, just talk.
Just talk.
Just talk.
Just
he
talk.
Like, in that New York voice, he was like, just talk.
And I remember starting it off, and then she was rolling. She was going after that.
And 5 years later, so it's elevating. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of TMR.
You should be.
So, thank y'all so much for rolling with me. I was like, it's been 5 years. So y'all already know that 2024 is the breakout year for me. Y'all just get ready. Mark your calendars for September 28th, I think, for the in-person, the listening party, TMR listening party. It's going to be super dope. So it's a lot of stuff that's happening. And I'm just thankful for this journey. I am very, very thankful. Nelson, I thank 101 and the team for just rocking with TMR. And it's been a journey, y'all. So just be on the lookout. We got one more show for the Christmas season, and then we coming back strong, baby.
Strong.
Can you do me a favor for Chef Sean?
What?
I need you to go to the grocery store. You just buy a bunch of water, a bunch of fruit. When Daddy gets home, he Daddy's.
On that note, already done. How about it? Got the 6-inch heels ready.
6 inches.
The 6-inch heels ready, along with the ankle wraps.
You need support.
All the support with the crutches. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all be blessed. Have a great Saturday afternoon. And listen, we'll be back here next week. We talking about My husband ain't gonna carve the turkey, but my daddy is.
What?
Oh, wait. Which daddy? Daddy with a Y?
That her biological daddy. Oh, that peace out, y'all.